This book is called A Halloween Scare in Michigan. A Halloween Scare in Michigan. Prepare If You Dare, A Halloween Scare in Michigan. Written by Eric James and illustrated by Marina LeRae. Look at the monsters. Prepare if you dare for a Michigan scare. A night of pure terror to whiten your hair. A tale full of sights that are best left unseen. You ready? You sure? This was my Halloween. The werewolves howled loudly. The moon shone so bright. I stayed in my bedroom. The curtains shut tight. My heart started pounding and my knees felt so weak. But being a brave kid, I just had to peek. I pulled back the curtains, my mouth opened wide. An army of monsters had gathered outside. They staggered and stumbled and lurched down the streets with bags full of cookies and candy corn treats. Look at the diner, Michigan Munch. Emerging from sewers and houses and stores came creatures and critters with ravenous roars. Then, more came along from all over the state. They filled up the streets at a dizzying rate. From Lansing, Ann Arbor, and Kalamazoo, from Detroit, Grand Rapids, and Wyoming too. All gathered together for one spooky night to seek out the living and give them a fright. The thunder clapped loudly with terrible booms. The witches dodged lightning and clung to their brooms. The two-headed doggies tried chasing their tails, and banshees let loose with their hideous wails. The vampires hung out on the street in their gangs and grinned just to show off their pearly white fangs. The mummies moaned loudly and swayed side to side while Frankenstein stopped about town with his bride. They're on their honeymoon. The big, grumpy octopus strode into town. He picked up the locals and waved them around and said, "Please stop throwing my friends on the ice. You think that it's lucky, but no, it's not nice." A kraken awoke in a very bad mood and rose to the surface to look for some food. She swam down the straits and attacked Mighty Mac. The Yoopers and trolls had to beat the beast back. Am I bothering you? But then something happened that just made my heart jump. From somewhere below me, I heard a big thump. I froze for a moment, as quiet as a mouse. Yes, I could hear noises from inside the house. I put on my slippers and I pulled on my robe. I shook like a leaf, but I don't think it showed. Then slowly but surely, I crept down the stairs, preparing myself for the biggest of scares. My hands trembled wildly. I opened the door. I still shudder now at the horrors I saw. The stereo spat out some hideous sounds as dozens of monsters jumped madly around. The sight was horrific. It made my skin crawl. The monsters were having their Halloween ball. And right in the middle, one monster loomed tall. The hairiest, scariest monster of all. You see him in the middle? He turned around and saw me. I fell to my knees. I'm not very tasty, so don't eat me, please. He beamed ear to ear and broke free from the huddle, ran over and gave me a big monster cuddle. At last, we have found you, he said with a smile. From Holland to Marquette, we've looked for a while. Best costume in Michigan. We came here to give you your wonderful prize. He held up a trophy in front of my eyes. A prize? And for me? I replied with a grin. But what did I enter and how did I win? You've won the first prize for the costume you're wearing. It even scares me, and I'm tip-top at scaring. This isn't a costume. I'm just dressed as me. Exactly, the scariest thing you can be. A small human child with a cute button nose. Your teeth are so shiny. You've only 10 toes. No hair on your face and no horns on your head. The whites of your eyes are not glowing or red. A bone-chilling costume, a horrible sight. A worthy ensemble for Halloween night. We partied together until the moon set. A Halloween night that I'll never forget. And next year, I won't want to hide in my bed. The monsters won't scare me. I'll scare them instead. Haha. The end. If you like this spooky story, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you are notified every time I upload.